Real Sales Talk back for some open house conversations. We've never talked about open house, so let's jump right in because there's lots to talk about. Okay, first is choosing the right open house. How's the turnover ratio in the neighborhood? Your title companies can help you out with that. How about the accessibility? Do you have to take too many turns to get into the neighborhood? Not looking for an open house I can't find. And then open house is fresher to the market. Okay, look, I ain't trying to sell stale bread. So make sure that if you're doing an open house that hasn't been sitting on the market forever, because people already know it can't sell. Why are you trying to sell something that can't sell? Okay, so open house plan for my team was we have a 3-prong approach, right? And that was 250 homes called. We pull that up list through Mojo. Call around the neighborhood, 250 homes, and then we knock the very next day. So Thursday call 250 homes, Friday knock 100 homes, Saturday open house. It was a 3-day approach, okay? And 12 signs minimum with balloons. We want to make sure we had some motion happening in regards to attracting attention because people could drive right by those signs and not even see them. So high impact open house, mega open house, whatever you want to call it. Look, I need to be intentional about driving traffic to that open house because I don't know who's got the money. Who's got my money, says Uncle G. Okay, who's got my money? And you have to drive as much traffic to that open house. But look, here's the thing no one's talking about. What are you talking about when you're at an open house? Now, let's start at the beginning, all right? Is your tonality welcoming? Is your body language warm? Are you standing with confidence and are you exuding comfort? Start right away by asking them a question. Hey, did you happen to know this property had 4 homes? And hand them a flyer. Hey, is it okay to give you information on the property? Hand them the flyer. Hey, how did you happen to find us anyways? And don't ask if they're working with a realtor yet. Okay, I'm not looking to know if they're working with a realtor yet because that's a sales question. And I'm just trying to find out about these people, what's going on with these people. And I'm asking that initial question at the onset so I can get some reciprocation, some exchange. I'm looking for them to start accepting what I'm saying. I get confirmation with that with a question that I know I'm going to get the answer to. Hey, did you happen to know this property had 4 bedrooms? Look, whether it's yes or no, I know they're going to answer it. Okay, and did you already know that this property was for sale for $350,000? Right, but either way, I'm handing them that flyer so that there's some exchange beginning and there's some alignment happening immediately when we start off this micro relationship here. Okay, so now look, I said watch your body language, watch their body language. What do I mean by that? Well, they're walking through the house and everybody's flying right by the living room. Well, what's going on with that? Somebody comes in and you're saying, hey, a lot of people aren't so crazy about the living room. What do you think? Now, we've done training on this before because I want to know what they think, what they feel. Ain't nobody care about what I think and what I feel. What do they think and what do they feel? So asking good think, feel questions about things that you notice that they're noticing or not noticing. The kitchen, they're spending some time in there. The living room, they're figuring out and they're looking at it and you're seeing that they're trying to figure out if their furniture will fit there. Hey, do you think your furniture will fit here? They got a surprised look, a happy look on their face in the kitchen or a look on their face in the kitchen. Say, how do you feel about this kitchen here? Honestly. I mean, it's not my home. Or, hey, a lot of people have been talking about the backyard. What do you guys think about that? How do you feel about that? Or what do you guys think about the neighborhood driving in? Which way did you come in again? How do you feel about that? Look, when you're asking questions about what people think, what they feel, they're going to start exchanging with you. And now I'm getting some, again, alignment to maneuver through some of this initial resistance as a salesperson to understand them because I want to help them. And then that's when I can serve at a higher level. That's what this is all about, right? Being able to serve at a higher level. Okay, so you're asking all these great questions. I'm looking at my notes here. You're asking all these great questions on what they think and what they feel. Now look, it's time to close with a value add, okay? It's time to close with a value add. Hey, I know you mentioned schools being important. How familiar were you with the school system in the area? You mind if I send you a couple websites on that? Same thing with pets, right? Or the crime rates. Now look, I'm not the source. I'm the source of the source, and I want to give a few sources, and I want to make it clear in my communication verbally and in writing that I'm the source of the source. But look, I want to be able to provide something outside of just the list. Everybody's got the list. But you know what everybody doesn't got? Not the list. What are you talking about, Paul? How about properties off market? Are you prospecting for homes? Are you talking to people who may not be on the market yet? How about FSBOs? You got access to that information. You're resourcing and looking for that information. I don't know, are you? Oh, you're marketing and advertising. Well, certainly you have an opportunity to have conversation with people who are not on the market yet. And what does that look like in regards to the conversation at the open house? Hey, Mr. Buyer, Mr. Looky-Loo, Mr. Looky-Loo. Hey, look, I know you've been looking around. If I had access to properties that weren't on the market yet, outside of properties that were coming soon on the MLS, would it be okay to give you some of that information? Well, yeah, sure. Great. What's the best email address to send that to? Now, look, this is about thinking outside the box and your ability to provide value. Okay. Now, of course, there's going to be some initial resistance because you're a stranger, you're a salesperson, and they already talked to 12 monkeys with commission breath. So you have to earn their trust. So there's going to be some reflexive resistance where they may not be still may have some apprehension to you. So look, you're saying, look, of course, I understand you're pretty busy, because they're going, look, we're pretty busy. Just send us the list or just send us the information when you're closing on the appointment, because I got to get to the appointment. Look, don't forget this, okay? I am always having initial conversations with people to get to the appointment, because that's the starting point of the relationship. I can send them the list. I can compromise on that. But look, I really don't want to make that the standard. I want to make it the exception, because I want them to come in to talk about how I can help them. Because the list isn't the value. You are. You're the value. Your communication, your expertise, your negotiation skills. But Paul, I just started. You got people in the office to resource for that. Okay, so we need to get them to the appointment. Now, when they flex some resistance, and I'm looking through my notes here again, and I'm talking about, look, I understand. I mean, you're not going to do anything unless it made sense for you. Is that what you're saying? No, well, that's right. And I know you're really busy, right? No, I am busy. Great. So look, when we meet, I'll go over some of the information on some of these off-market properties and how you could possibly save. Look, if 30 minutes saved you $3,000, I mean, that'd be at least worth a little bit of that time, wouldn't it? Or even saved you 30 days, because I know you mentioned how time was an issue. If 30 minutes could save you $3,000, if 30 minutes could save you 30 days in the process, could I at least give that information to you? Could I share that with you? Okay, and look, for those of you with Keller Williams, I'm going to have to plug it, the 0 Plus loan. Have you heard about the 0 Plus loan? Because I know some of these agents are discounting their commissions and crediting back at the close. How do you deal with that? How good are you with this? What tools do you have? Now, you're a Keller Williams agent. You got the 0 Plus loan, right? Hey, Paul, listen, I'd be willing to go with you, but this other agent at this other open house said that they would credit me back 1% at the close of escrow. And if you could do something like that, maybe we can talk. Mr. Buyer, I totally understand that you're looking to save money in your pocket. And look, that's exactly why we need to meet. Did you hear about that 0 Plus loan? No, what are you talking about? Look, you could save up to closer to 2%, maybe even more, on your loan in pocket savings plus $1,000 credit at the close of escrow. Now look, I'll give you the information because I know you're not going to do anything unless it makes sense for you. You want to stop by Tuesday or Wednesday and we can just talk about it. Well, can't you just send me the information? Well, of course I could send you some of the information. And look, I know you're going to have questions about it. And when we sit down to meet, we'll talk about the properties that are off market and how you can get a jump on those. We'll talk about how to save you $3,000 to $5,000 minimum on in-pocket savings for the buying process. And look, and then you can figure out where to go from there, because obviously it's a lengthy process. So you want to do Tuesday at 4 or Wednesday at 6. Now look, how fluid are you in these conversations with open house? I don't like making videos this long because I know you guys don't pay attention that long. But look, this is important stuff for your ability to have more powerful conversations at open houses. Where's your confidence at? What are you doing to input and nourish who you believe yourself to be at these open houses, to be a powerful communicator, to serve at a high level? We'll get to the selling part, but to serve at a high level, because energy's real, energy's contagious. They feel it. Do you? Go make some money. Real Sales Talk.